That would be me.
Look who we're hanging with.
Jason David Frank.
Boom shakalaka.
Please do not change channel.
Hello, World Wide Web. Welcome back to the Hangin With Web Show. I'm GW Pomichter. Thank you so much for logging on and tuning in. Do me a favor. Go down and hit subscribe. We gotta wait for that guy every time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Hey, subscribe, all right? You don't want me coming to your house and telling you to subscribe. If he says subscribe, then we do it. Understand?
That's right.
Subscribe.
We're here at...
He just did.
He did. I saw that.
Yeah.
Now, I just wish he'd put some pants on.
Oh, please.
See, we're here at Space Coast Comic Con. We're here all weekend long, and right now we're hanging with Joel Wynkoop, the undisputed king of B movies. You've seen his movies. You know, same guy.
Same guy, yeah.
Same guy.
Still got his pants up. Pull your pants up and watch at least 2 of my movies.
That's right. He's got a whole, he's got a DVD of shorts.
Well, not just that, I got 100, almost 200 movies.
Yeah.
They're released all over the country, all over the world, so no excuse. You should at least see one of them.
Joel is this year's winner of the Space Award.
Yeah, that was cool.
Isn't that awesome?
That was cool to get recognized.
Really cool.
Yep. Best director.
Best director, yeah.
Because I've directed a lot of my movies, but a lot of the shorts, like you said too. But I've done more features than shorts. And then some of the shorts I put into a compilation tape, like the Wynkoop Tales or the Action Pack, and then we have Twisted Illusions 1 and 2. Always Midnight had 4 short stories.
Wow.
So yeah, but mostly the features.
All right, so you wake up one morning and you're like, you know what? I need to disappoint my parents somehow. So I'm gonna tell them I'm a filmmaker.
You know what? I think I was doing Super 8 stuff when my dad was alive.
Super 8.
And, yeah.
That's a thing, guys.
Yes. Super 8 is like, nowadays everybody's just like, oh, you shoot the camera and edit in that. No. When we edited. You take this part of the film and you cut it. And then you take that part of the film and you take it away. And then you look through it and then you make sure that's what you want. And you take out what you don't want, or you drop in your special effects, and then you put it in a little splicer machine. And then you line up the Super 8 film with the other Super 8 film and you put it on the sprocket. And then you take it, then you take a piece of splicing tape, and you, like a Band-Aid, and you peel off one side, and you peel off this really annoying, but it's the only way to do it in those days. And then you place it down on top, and then you flip the other side, and you put a splice on the other one, and then you bind it by pressing down on it with the splicer, and then you roll it back to your projector, and that's how you did it. Oh, so all these guys
every
are
time.
Just, huh?
Every cut, every time. So, you know, and we always tell our young indie filmmakers getting started, one of the best exercises I think I ever did was we were watching like shows and TV shows, and I said, instead of just watching for entertainment, start counting cuts.
Oh, yeah.
Start learning, where they're cutting, how they're cutting.
Yep.
And when you start doing that, then you realize that today we can do that in an instant. It's, cut here, cut there, and then, the software nowadays is multi-camera editing. So, but you think about it, all of those same cuts, all those same moves, many of which were created by classic filmmakers by hand.
Yep.
Amazing.
Yep.
And we just broke the internet, by the way.
Oh, awesome.
They're out there like, what?
Yeah.
That's right. Yes.
Oh, there's a lot that you just growing up now. It's just get a camera, and then, like you said, the camera will do all those shots. It's just like this, just like that.
We were editing the 2-camera shoot for the show, and I called my brother up, and I was editing in Premiere, and I'm editing in Premiere, and I'm doing it all manually. And I called my brother up one day, and I'm like, oh, wow, this is just so arduous. And he says to me, well, did you get the update? And I said, I said, yeah, I got the update. He goes, what did you see? It's got multi-camera editing. And I went, what?
Yeah.
And he went, no, it's got multi-camera editing. You play it in, and it's like running the TV control room. You just choose one.
Choose the one you want. Yeah.
And I went,
so you didn't get the update.
I did. I just didn't know how to use
look
it yet.
at it. Oh, okay.
I didn't look at all the new features.
But now you do.
And oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Talk about time saving. The cuts, the rough cut is a lot more accurate.
Yeah.
You know, than you're doing it. And then when you finally go to refine it, you just got more time to spend creatively.
Yeah.
Because you got the rough cut.
Yep.
It was amazing. Every day with this aid boggles my mind.
Yeah.
Camera equipment boggles my mind. I talk to young filmmakers like I just got this is a 4K.
4K, 5K.
Yeah. And I automatically think because we do the web series, so my natural thought is 4K. That gives me like 4 shots.
Yeah.
With one camera.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know, and we do everything down to 720 for the internet. So I'm like, I can do it extreme close and I can do all these shots, and it's amazing to see where the technology has gone. As stuff has changed through the industry, you've come through a career. What have been some of the biggest challenges in those changes for you?
Well, you know, when you're doing just Super 8 stuff, that's just me as a kid. You're 15 and you learn about Super 8, and you learn how to splice. And, you know, that's when I learned that, you know, King Kong was, you know, an armature or a little 13-inch armature, and then Godzilla was a guy in a suit. So then I started animating, and everything was just, that's how you had to do it. There was no other way to do it. It was the splice. And then as you get into the 80s, and I was messing around with the video camera, and you're like, wow, you don't have to splice it. You just shoot on the camera. And then now, today, like you said, and then I had my Sony Digital I shot off of, and then finally graduated into HD, and the last ones I did were, these guys were like, this is 4K and this is 5K, and I'm like, I can just shoot the thing. I really don't think you can make something look so polished with 5K, and I know filmmakers that do this, they'll sit back and they'll go, look at that, it's just so beautiful. And I go, dude, it's beautiful, but the movie sucks. I don't know what's going on.
Well, and, you know, we talked about this after the Spacey last night.
Give a story
it's great. I'm sitting here with another Spacey Award winner because I can honestly say best
That's
novelist.
right.
That's right. I got my Spacey last night. I'm gonna touch it. That's right. That's awesome. And
right there.
Because when it comes down to, what it comes down to though is Joel and I were talking after the award ceremony last night. It comes down to being a good storyteller.
Yes.
When you're shooting film, we're writing books, doing the show, we're here to tell a story.
Yeah.
And if you forfeit storytelling in favor of the latest whammy jammy gadget
or naked ladies, everybody's like,
sometimes
an hour, 20 minutes of naked ladies.
Woohoo! I'm a middle-aged man. I can tell you, sometimes it works.
It's
not always.
Naked ladies are nice. I'm not saying anything bad about naked ladies, but throw some story in there. Have something going on besides.
That's right.
Naked ladies.
The plumber has to come to the door and have something to do.
Yes. Don't just have him show up.
Yeah, don't just have him show up. He has to be there for a reason. Think it through.
And the girl's always like, I have no money to pay the plumber.
See, it's a story. That's right, it's a story. You got to tell a story. Joel, why? You've had a long career. You've done many stories. You know. By the way, we want to thank Joel and I both. We want to thank Space Coast Comic Con for this fantastic award. Where else can you go, be recognized for your craft,
right,
and receive a tiny phallus as an award?
Don't say that. That's so Buck Rogers way back when he was flying around in that ship.
Oh wow! Now he really did break the internet.
No, it's not.
That's a nice old school rocket ship. That's right.
There we go.
I remember my first older movie as a kid watching. I used to love to watch the Saturday. They used to show the movies on Saturday. They used to love to show the Abbott Costello comedies.
Yep.
Watching Abbott and Costello go to the Mars.
Yep. Abbott Costello to the Mars.
I was like, you know, and then I grew up and realized, wow, you know, again, story. It's about, they wanted to make you laugh. They wanted to tell a funny story. Yeah. And, you know, we didn't have the bells and whistles, so we couldn't make these massive explosions in galaxies or whatever. But they could still make you laugh.
Yeah.
Because they were telling you funny stories.
Oh, look at the Three Stooges.
And
there was still a story, but their thing was their slapstick thing was the pies in the face and everything.
But you need, if you base that in something where people can actually relate to it, it makes it harder.
Yeah.
It makes it practical. What drew you to the horror genre?
Well, I liked horror movies. I liked Friday the 13th and everything. And when I I took care of Tim when he was like 8 years old. Tim Ritter, him and his sister Wendy, when they were kids, and I was doing Super 8 stuff. And I think I started Tim on his career of Super 8 because then he started doing Super 8 films 10 years later, or in the interim between when I left the area. And so I was always interested in horror, and I wanted to start shooting something on video. And my nephew, Terry, he saw an article in the Jupiter War Cry, and it said this guy named Tim Ritter was selling this movie called Day of the Reaper, a horror movie. Oh, it's pretty cool. He says, what I want to do, make like movies. And I called him to see if it was the same Tim I took care of 10 years past. And it was, so he came over, then we started talking, we're like, yeah, we should do this together. And then we were going to do Twisted Illusions, which was kind of like Twilight Zones. But one of them in there was called Truth or Dare. And it was, of course, horror, because the guy's cutting his hands off, his finger off, and ripping his tongue out. And I did act in my Super 8 stuff. I was like the leader of the notorious skateboard gang that took on the Bionic Boy and the Invisible Boy. So I did do that, but when Tim and I got to this point, all I was going to do was write stories and direct my 3 stories. And so he's talking to me, he said, I really need a cool actor to do this Mike Strauber part, because I want him screaming and yelling, and I'll rip my tongue out, because I really want it to be really cool like that, so I got to find that cool actor. And we're sitting in my apartment, and I go, what, like this? Do it, I'll rip my tongue out. And I did that. He goes, oh, yeah. He goes, you got to do that, man. I go, you want me to do it? He goes, yeah, man, that was cool. So I did it in Truth or Dare, and then that was in the Twisted Illusions package. It was 7 short stories, and then the Truth or Dare was the biggest one, because that's, Fearless Films saw it, they really liked it, they gave us, I always say $1 million, just borderline of $1 million to do the big Truth or Dare, which is our big movie. And that kind of started it, and then I think after that was Killing Spree, and then I went into Lost Faith, which is my movie, a martial arts action comedy faith-based adventure. Then we went straight into Wicked Games, and then I got a little thing called The King of Horror, and then Alternative Cinema wrote an article on me where they said that movies, it was Conrad Brooks and Page, he was here and I was here. And then it just kind of took off that I was the main guy to go to. I'm
just that around.
Yeah, and I just look
That's
for
my
real.
shutting up card, so I have to do that. But first I want to ask you, where are you going to be next? What's coming up next for you?
I don't know. I just finished Time Sheets Clownado. I just flew back from Missouri. Clownado. Yeah, it's like Sharknado, but for clowns. And I'm the guy.
I'm all about that. That's just amen.
Yeah, I just finished that, and then I just wrapped up the action pack. And now I just told myself, I said, now I just want to kind of take a break. I do have a script called Onslaught that my wife stars in. It's an ultimate battle between one of my characters that I did in 1995, Greek, and her just being, and I got her into the heroine thing because I got her fighting people. Like in the Wynkoop tales, she takes on a whole double cult worshippers, and she slays all of them till the end. 50 of them attack her, and she tries to fight them, and they kill her. Everybody dies in that one. But so I still want to do that.
Spoiler alert!
Onslaught, yeah. Well, no, if no one's coming in, I might as well tell them about it.
There you go.
And then Onslaught. But other than that, I kind of sometimes you just want to. My partner always tells me, he goes, "Hey man, maybe you just need a break." But we've already been talking about Truth or Dare Part 6. And that's, Dan Hessel's runner. I've wanted to do that for like 12 years, and I finally got some guys behind it that are Wild Eye releasing, and they are interested in it. So they like my character as Dan Hess. Dan Hess is a popular character. I played him in Truth or Dare movies. I played him for other filmmakers around the country, and that character. Yeah,
a lot of it. Like I said, we just started watching stuff.
Yeah,
we're like, there's so much out there.
Yeah,
I found a whole cool stuff.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
Yeah, Elijah Wood went on all these talk shows, and he was talking about it. He goes, one of my favorite horror movies from the 80s was Tim Ritter's Truth or Dare. Because my brother brought it home to me when I was 8, and he just went on the Craig Ferguson show, and all those talk shows. So, when he was 8, his brother brought it home to him and the kid to watch, his brother. But he brought it up really lousy brother. Cool.
You just scared the hell out of you.
He just said, yeah, he did. He was scared. It was, yeah. But he said it was his favorite movie, and
that's awesome.
That kind of made it, a resurgence for us as, doing the Truth or Dare movie.
Yeah.
And then Tim and I got credit for starting that whole straight to video thing, which was really cool. There's nothing like, there's no official thing saying you guys did it. Your credit was, so that's kind of cool.
It was something that was, it's because of that. much of what we're doing in the digital era is possible. If it hadn't been for movements like that, many filmmakers and filmmakers didn't know they could.
Yeah, that's what we did, because people said, "Oh, you can't do this," but we went ahead and did it anyway.
She's going to keep waving that card at us because we can just sit here and talk all day long. But we have to wrap it up. And as we do that, I have to say thank you to our partners and our friends at Embellish Effects in Orlando, Florida. Found a great film recorder, Off the Chain Radio with author Yvonne Mason. Famous Faces and Funnies, our great friends over at Famous Faces and Funny. Space Coast Comics, Something Unique Magazine, and all of you on YouTube who are watching over and over and over again. Oh, look at that. We got a spaceship going around. All right, log on, tune in, and see who we're hanging with next.